Get this helmet off. It's too hot. Oh, high-speed van with a GPS logo on it. I think this will be him.
This is, yes.
He's going the wrong way. Hello, sir. Is everything okay?
Oh.
See, Mr. Wong is gonna almost have a mental breakdown, so you need to, check him out.
What happened,
Mr.
man?
Wong, how are you, sir?
Is Miss Angel?
Yes, sir. This
so
is Angel.
Oh, you made it to AMT. I hear you applied.
Still doing my ride-alongs, but I'm here to help. What seems to be the problem? What's going on?
Oh, dear Miss Angel, the series of events that happened before, it kind of involved me and one of my employees when I not want to be involved, and it caused me a great deal of stress. And then, as if like magic, four of my transport vehicle on top of everything, they just explode.
Oh, no. Well, would you like to come inside, sit down inside, a bit more comfortable? Maybe I can make you some tea or coffee, make you feel a bit more relaxed.
That would be lovely, sir. I'm sorry, I don't think we've been introduced before.
I'm sorry. My name is David.
Hello, Mr. David. I am Ricky Wong.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Wong. I heard a lot of good things about you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You're too kind. But,
you're welcome.
Yes.
If you would like to head round to the front of the hospital here.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, hang on, I'm sorry, I can't get past. You're having to lock your vehicle, sir.
Yes, I just locked my vehicle. Yeah. Don't worry, young man. I mean, handsome man.
Young man? You want to talk, Mr. Jeff?
So feel free to take, make yourselves at home. I mean, we can sit in the. I wouldn't sit in there. That's the operating room. That's not.
Yeah, cleaning crew hasn't been around in a while, so it's a little dirty in there.
Reach out the back of the counter here and get you. What do you prefer, tea or coffee?
I think I need strong coffee.
Strong coffee?
Please.
Okay. Sugar and milk?
Yes, please. A lot of sugar.
All right, just
Mr. Wong, don't take too much sugar, man. You're gonna get diabetes, man.
Oh, it's okay. I'm pretty sure. The hospital, you have raw sugar here?
Low-fat sugar.
Low-fat?
See?
We do have an order of raw cane sugar coming in soon. It just hasn't made it yet.
Yeah, Altis. Unfortunately, the main Altis import is not quite as efficient as some of the private firms actually on the island, as you probably know, being in the business yourself.
Yes, I was about to say that. It can be rather slow going, but you have to do what you have to do as part of service for, to help people of Altis and to help you guys as well. So.
Sure. Here you go. One coffee. I only put 2 sugars in there for you, sir, and a slight bit of milk just to cool it off. Feel free to sit down, and you're welcome. And we can talk about what's gone on and see if we can help you feel a bit better.
Wow.
There's a piece of chicken also, in case you're hungry.
Be right back, Mr. Wong. I'm gonna take a shit somewhere.
Thank you for the information, Mr. Jeff.
Oh, that's Mr. Jeff. Okay.
That's Mr. King Jeff. He one of our associates, a junior executive.
Okay. Well, I mean, feel free. I mean, we're all open ears. If you want to talk about it, maybe see if it makes you feel a bit better, and then maybe we can see if there's anything we can give you. I mean, because sometimes talking about it to a fresh pair of ears might make you feel better. If not, I mean, we can prescribe you something for the stress. But let's see how you feel after. I mean, we're here to listen.
Thank you. Well, been having a little bit of trouble with one of my employees. I will not mention names, but information come to me that he have day off today, but he involved in possible bank robbery. And of course, you know, I don't want to get involved in that sort of thing. Yeah. So, you know, he asked for my help, and you know, meet up with him. He purchased a few items from me that we have in company store that they needed, and then he gave me heads up. He said, you might want to get your money out now. All the money you need, get it out now. I know exactly what that means. So then I meet another gentleman who I do business with. I shall also leave him unnamed, but I kind of warned him that you know, he may need to get money out before, sooner rather than later. So then he asked question of me, and I say I suspect they're going to be bank robbery. So then one thing lead to another, and somehow I'm caught in the middle of it. Two gentlemen wanting me to, you know, communicate information to each other. And then while this going on, I'm trying to do my own work, and I'm trying to tell gentlemen, I don't want to know, I don't want to know, don't stop telling me this shit, you know, I have business to do. They keep involving me, and while this all going on, and messages going to and fro, all of a sudden, 4 of my transit van just explode. So then, you know, I kind of lose my shit, and I break down, you know.
I understand that sounds very stressful.
It is. It does sound very stressful, and you know, it happens to everyone. We hit these times in our lives where it just all seems to go wrong at once. But Mr. Wong, I could promise you, no matter how bad things seem, it always gets better. The best thing about hitting rock bottom is you can only go up from there. So, I mean, vehicles explode, they could be replaced. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, the vehicle, not a problem. That was just straw on camel's back, you know, that incidental. That happened to me all the time. I used to it. But it was, you know, the events leading up to it and getting involved in things. I clearly make, you know, I make clear to all employees not to get involved in criminal activity, not to fire a weapon unless in self-defense, you know. And then not only do I find out that employee involved in this, I know his day off, so I don't want to know. If he gets arrested, then, you know, then we deal with it then, and probably terminate employment. But you know, I somehow get involved in it, and then yeah, I just did not know what to do, and then vans explode, and it was just like I break down after that.
It's tough. I mean, sometimes we hire the wrong people, trying to help them out and do our best to be good to them, and every once in a while it just bites you in the ass. That's not your fault though, Mr. Wong. You're out there, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and you got to remember, you got to take I know it sounds mad, but you got to try and take the positive out of this. It's gonna make you it's gonna give you a stronger resolve. It's gonna make you more prepared for if, I mean, hopefully it won't happen again, but if anything does happen, it'll make you tougher for the situation, and that way, you know, you'll know how to deal with it, and at the same time learn not to let it sort of drive you over the edge. You know, you always got to try and look for the positive.
Oh, of course, positive being I did not lose my fleet of my car delivery truck. You know, 3 truck, that would be devastating. So that definitely a positive. It's just that I'm just so disappointed in this employee because he shows so much promise. for a while it's going on good, he hard worker, and then all of a sudden he mixed with wrong people and want to, I'm known for generous payment for work, but I feel like, this gentleman think, oh, enough enough, I need to go make trouble for company.
Yeah, I understand. It's one of those things, actually, you might like this because it's a bit of a proverb I heard was the brightest candle burns the hottest. So the ones who seem the smartest and seem the most intelligent, unfortunately, have a hot streak where they feel they always got to do more, and sometimes those things they do more is the wrong thing, It's unfortunately something you have to watch out for. But like I say, you got to try and look for the positive and try not to let it get you down. I mean, like you say, the positive of it is you didn't lose any big assets. I mean, I know it's not nice to lose a number of vehicles or assets, regardless, whether it be vehicles, people, whatever. But you got to try and come away from it as positively as you possibly can, and let it just flow off you like water on a duck's back.
I do try, Mr. David, but yeah, it's really testing me. I just don't know. I don't know if I have something wrong with me, some sort of mental illness, or if I'm prone to this sort of thing.
I just think
Uh,
you're under a lot of stress lately, and I totally understand you're worried about the name of your company. And unfortunately, the biggest companies always have at least one bad egg, but you're known on this island, and I don't think this one bad egg is going to ruin anybody's view of you. You're still have the reputation of the best delivery service ever, literally ever.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. I just, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do when I face this employee. I will try to be restrained, but you know, every man has breaking point, and I just don't want any of this to come bite me later, because I kind of did tell other gentlemen to, I gave him a warning that he need to get his money. So I don't know if gentlemen that work with this employee are going to enact any sort of, you know, uh, rashback. So that's a constant stress for me, because I try to look after all my employees, and I sometimes feel like if it was not for myself, putting in the hour to make sure that everything's set up for my crew to work, then whole company going to go to shit. It's constant stress.
Running a company is very stressful. It's very hard, and you're always looking at the bottom line. And unfortunately, sometimes you lose assets, sometimes you lose people, sometimes you have people that give you a bad name. It's always going to be a stressful job, but what you have to do is just not taking it personally and leave work at work. So when you go home, just leave it all at the door. If whatever you have to worry about could wait till the morning, your time off is your time, and you need to make sure that you
I know,
take your
I
time.
know. Yes,
Yeah,
I know,
Mike,
but
he's a
I
mental
just cannot
breakdown,
help
so,
myself. You've seen that, Miss Angel. I enjoy my job. Uh, when I am actually working, I'm quite happy. But that, yeah, like I say, that constant stress that some members, this not include you, Mr. Jeff, but some members of my company, um, how you say, not so reliable as it turned out.
Bad eggs.
role play, just role play. It's
And
just bad eggs. We've all run into them, and it's hard. I really feel for you, Mr. Wong. I do, and I totally understand where you're coming from. Um,
oh
the
yes,
thing
I
is,
know you do, Miss Angel.
the thing is to, you know, you try to help everyone, you do what you can, but sometimes you just have to cut your losses and let them go.
And just
Yes,
remember,
I
there's
do.
only a certain amount of things that you can control. Try and concentrate on the things you can control. Hang on. We got a code 8 around Kavala Hospital. Shot fired.
Yeah,
Whoa, really? I didn't hear shots fired.
I heard it in distance.
I heard a gunshot in the distance. It could be anywhere in Kavala, but we have to call it so we know. We'll get
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
that when you can become a full EMT angel. Best thing to do is just... Oh, see, there we go. We just got the call. Somebody got shot.
Oh my goodness. Why cannot people be nicer to each other?
If you want to, you can call PD, but he's probably got his hands full right now at that Death Bend issue.
I see you would. When we passed there was quite a large group of people.
Yeah, we were there. We, they were actually circling us like vultures.
That was kind
Yeah,
of creepy and weird and scary all at the same time.
Right.
yeah. We drive to there. They tell us to get out, and then they realize it's GPS. And they say they want to talk, and they say get out of vehicle. Oh, Ricky, and then they have a chat. I'm like, gentlemen, I'm on my way to hospital. I'm a little bit stressed right now.
Yeah, we were the guys in the EMT helicopter that took off while you were talking to them.
Yeah.
We had to get back here because we wanted somebody here for when you got here, you know. If I'd have thought about it, I mean, I suppose we could have airlifted you here, but I didn't think about it. I'm sorry. That might have been a little bit of excitement for you.
Yes, I do like to try.
So, sir, can we help you?
Hello.
Howdy.
What can we do for you?
Mr. Jeffrey. Mr. Jeffrey, yeah.
Oh, is this
I
Mr.
saw him
Jeffrey?
yeah. Hello, Mr. Jeffrey.
I am not Mr. Jeffrey.
Oh, shit,
What's your name,
sorry.
sir?
Who are
My
you, my
name?
friend?
Salter. I'm just, stopping by, saying hi.
Ah, I see.
Well, hello, Mr. Salter.
Welcome to Kavala Hospital. We're just
In the middle of a little conversation, yeah.
we're actually canceling with this gentleman down here at the moment. Did you need anything from us, sir?
Nope, just stopping by. I guess I will head out then.
All right,
Right,
no
well,
problem. If you ever need us, though, just give us a call. I do
Yeah.
apologize if that seemed rude.
He looked exactly like Mr. Jeffrey, clothes and everything.
What did he?
Yeah. Maybe I am losing my mind a little.
No, there's a lot of people
Yeah.
coming into Altus. There's bound to be people who look like each other. Heck, for all we know, he could be his cousin.
Right? You never know.
Could be.
You never know.
Yes, but going on from my conversation, I think it goes deeper than that. My father, he no longer speaks to me. I used to study physics, university, and I actually helped develop a solar panel, 20% more efficiency, and it earned me nomination for Australian of the Year award. I live in Australia for 21 years. But I quit. I quit the university study, much to the horror of my father, to pursue acting career. It turned out there's not much work for Chinese people in Australia in acting.
Oh, I would have thought that
So
would have been if you excuse me for saying, an open market in Australia.
yeah, well, acting in Australia in general pretty competitive. So for the sort of role I want to do, I try to audition for Home and Away, those sort of TV show. I did appear on television in a 6-part documentary series, but it was not long before I realized the error of my way. It's just very hard to get decent work.
Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I'll
So,
be right back.
okay,
Now go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
Ricky.
Say it
I'm
again,
still
real quick.
listening.
okay. Yeah, so my
You're
my
cutting off the
father
last
still
word, buddy. I
to
can't
this
hear
day
you
he
cut.
no longer speak to me.
That's
Uh,
horrible. It is, but
Do me a favor? Put it in side chat because I heard
that's
cutting off
honestly,
the
that
last
is
word.
his loss, Mr. Wong. You are a very great person. You run the most successful delivery business I've ever seen. And if your father doesn't want to be around for that, it's sad, but it's not your fault. Um, what you have is great, and he is really missing out.
I know. I just realized, when my father no longer speak to me, he occasionally send me money, and at first I thought maybe he still love me, but I wonder sometime if he just pay me off to keep me away. My
I
father, very very strange man. Yeah, you have to know my father.
I'll just get back to you later.
Oh, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the only way to know that would be to actually face him, which is probably quite hard. I know because you're living over here now.
Yeah, he will not speak to me. I have tried to speak to him many times. He actually, at the time when I tell him my decision, uh, he throw me out of his house. I was still quite young, 23 at the time. So he throw me out, and I did for a while have what you call agent, and the agent got me a few commercial work, that sort of thing, but it paid modestly, okay for a while, but yeah, all the work dry out pretty quick. So I travel Europe and use my knowledge of physics and sometimes acting and some of what my father teach me in economics. And that when I realized I actually do have interest in economics. So that will lead me to Otis, a bit of science, because of strange phenomenon, time displacement, and the fact that no one, that people rise up from the dead quite often. That I thought that very interesting. So that's why I come here.
But I can tell you they're not rising from the dead. Don't let them die.
Oh no, you know sometimes the
Oh yeah,
occasion
you
when
think you saw
you
them
not
die, and
make
all
it.
of a sudden they just
Yeah,
appear
right,
again.
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
haven't seen them.
It's very strange, and it's like they keep going on like nothing happened. It's interesting but very strange. Cannot explain it. But maybe one day we will get scientific answer.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Sometimes not
uh,
everything can be explained by science, and you
I
have to
think
look
that
up
do my
to.
head in. I think that do my head in a bit. So that will help things. And on top of recent event, it's a whole combination of things over my entire life. And then, like I say, events that happen today, like straw that break camel's back.
It's
Well, oh, go ahead.
no, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, we can obviously, prescribe you something to help with the stress. Um, but hopefully this talk's at least helped a little bit. If it hasn't, and like I say, if it's not stress, the issue is if we prescribe you something for stress and it turns out to be something like neurological or something much worse, like a pent up rage or something, you'd probably have to go to see a neurologist. And unfortunately, none of us here are trained neurologists. But we can at least prescribe you something for the stress at the very least.
Well, yeah, I guess we have to try something. So that will be a good start, and I would appreciate. I will add that getting some of this off my chest has made me. It has made me feel a little bit better. I still very peaked out, but ladies and gentlemen, have really helped me out. So I thank you.
Sometimes
Look,
you just need somebody to talk to, Mr. Wong, and if you ever need to talk to somebody again, we are here for you. Now, our job isn't just running around and rescuing people from car crashes. It's also a little bit of mental health, and sometimes people just need to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you for sparing the time. Oh, hello. How are you, my friend?
How you doing?
Yeah. I have a little bit of nervous breakdown,
Oh, I see. I see.
So I come in to have a little chat with your good EMT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always good to have a little chatter, I mean, Mr. One, if you still are doing stock, we could still use some stock over here if you have some left.
right out of the business just keeps her rolling.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I'm going to get you something at least to take for the stress, maybe something for anxiety, just in case that's what's happening. Give me a minute, and I'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
And Mr. Wong's shops are in need of stock all over the place.
I
Seems
know. Yeah, I went to get work prepared today, and I have 4 transit van explode.
You're stressing them out.
And
You're
that
stressing
was
them out.
after
Stop.
yesterday when I had 2 transit van explode.
What? Wait a sec.
Hey, how much does a tractor trailer cost you, Ricky?
The Mac Rs are $275, I believe.
Maybe we should buy for the EMTs just a Mack truck. Just, I don't know. Handy sometimes.
I have plenty in free, so like I say, I'm always happy to help you, you good people. And I do it no extra charge. So only trouble is, I mentioned I sent Rita actually into the powers that be to maybe let us at least restock goods for you so that you can concentrate on doing what you're meant to do,
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I hope for the best.
Thank you, Mr. Katz. Right now, I've taken a little bit of time out just to de-stress quite a bit.
Well, maybe that's
All
what
right.
you need. You just need to take a little vacation, a week or 2 off, go out and enjoy what the island has to offer. There's lots of beaches, beautiful sandy shores.
Okay.
Maybe spend some time at the nightclub.
Mr. Wong.
I try anything. Yes, sir.
Dude, I got the perfect thing for you, man. Take a week off, find a stripper, take her home, don't
Oh my
leave.
goodness, really?
Really?
Or alternatively, Mr. Wong, I've got these for you. This is a 500 tablet bottle of Caliphos 6X. The reason it's a big bottle like that is because it's for everyday use for like stress and tension, and it actually relieves headaches too. You just got to make sure the actual dosage on these is like 4 tablets. They're little like herbal tablets basically. You just let them dissolve under your tongue. You don't use them like 3 times a day though. If you spread them 3 times a day, they're gonna relieve your stress symptoms. They're gonna make you feel a little better. If they don't help, however, give it like a few days. See if they ease it off a little bit. If that doesn't help, you're more than welcome to come back to us. But it may be a sign of something deeper, However, what I can give you as well is the opportunity that if you ever feel you will need to take some time away from the business, providing we're not too busy with too many calls. I mean, as long as I'm not too busy, I'd be happy to have you. You're welcome to come along with me and ride along, just to get away from it and just sort of hang out. I'm sure there's other EMTs who'd be happy to do that for you as well, just to give you a chance to get away from the everyday hustle bustle of your business and give you a chance to think about something else. You know.
You know, Mr. David, I think that's a very good idea. I may just take you up on your offer.
Okay.
Of course,
Well,
when you're not too busy.
Absolutely. I mean, a night like tonight, we've had a few calls, but it's not been too bad. So we've been able to just chill out, laugh and joke, and fly around Altus, basically. In my case, I should say in our case, because Angel's been joining me in the helicopter today on the ride along. So I mean, you're always welcome to join me, Mr. Ricky.
And I tell you, I've rode along for the last 2 days, and it's been some of the most relaxing fun I have had, and great chance to meet new people. You know, it's really it's a great way to get away from it all and feel like you're giving out. So giving back
Being
to
an
the
upstanding
community.
citizen like yourself, we don't have to give you the lecture about making sure you don't break any laws or carry any weapons. You know.
Oh, I see. Well,
there are some strict rules with ride-alongs, but as long as you're not basically causing trouble, which of course I know you don't. You know,
no,
you're always welcome along. Basically, as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you. I mean, I do carry a pistol for self-defense, but I'm not one of those people to, brandish it. I think those people dickhead.
I understand.
So, yeah.
No, so basically, how the ride-alongs work is when you're riding along with an EMT, we'd actually supply you with a uniform, so you wouldn't need the self-defense because they wouldn't be allowed to shoot you. Basically, that's why you're not given any weapon and you're given strict instructions not to break any law.
I see. Wow.
So you know.
You know me. I read
stress relief is what you're looking for. I was gonna say stress relief is what you're looking for. I mean, there's nothing quite like riding around the city dealing with everyone else's pain.
I never think of it like that. Maybe I could do to get new perspective on things and but yes, I think I will try the tablets, the medication you have generously provided for me. Oh, and here's your coffee cup, by the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, appreciate that. Not many people remember to give those back.
Yeah, no, I'm not thief, especially not for coffee cup.
Oh no.
I know what they rack in our office. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's this Live Now, Die Later logo they try and keep. All right, well, I've put that away. Now, like I say, I mean, now in future, if you ever want to just come sit down and chat, just obviously, do the same. Call us on 311, and I'm sure there's always going to be somebody around who can, if not at Kavala Hospital, can probably come and meet you, and talk to you and make you feel a little bit better at least. Ooh, it went quiet. Everything okay?
Mr. Wong?
Mr. Wong, you okay?
Sorry, I had a character I was freezing out.
Oh, yeah, I had that.
Okay, I'm good now. The time displacement phenomenon happened to me just now.
Yeah, we've sort of started referring to them as simple brain farts. I think it's a lack of. I think with the way Altis is, I think you get a sudden waft of like low oxygen, and it just throws your head right out of whack.
Oh, is that what it is? I see.
That's what we put it down to. I mean, it's not scientifically confirmed, but it's basically what I've sort of picked up on it, and that's what I've started referring it to, just because of that loss of air in your head. I just call them brain farts.
If nothing else, you could always just blame CLPD.
Why not? Everyone else does.
It's a shame, really. There's a few good ones in there.
There are quite a few good ones.
See, now there's the thing to think about. If you think you're in distress, Have a think about what CLPD have to deal with when they're trying to arrest someone and get ganged up on. Now that's stressful.
Yeah.
That is a stressful job.
As you know, I operate at the theater. I often see what they have to deal with firsthand. Sometimes,
Shedding.
I get caught up in the middle of it. But trouble is, a theater a good central location for our business. So, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Oh, I hear you. You're based out of Athera?
Well, we're based in two locations. One at Serracano Airfield on the southeast part of Ireland, and and the theater.
All right. Got to see people starting to base outside of Kavala other than the repos. Everyone else is just living out of Kavala, and it's just getting too overcrowded.
Yeah,
You guys at Agios?
There's another crew down there towards the southeast airfield.
10 Fort.
That runs oil back and forth to the market all the time.
Yes, I've met them. Very nice gentlemen.
Yes.
It's nice to see some people on the island that are actually doing legitimate legal business. Everyone else is just running drugs from what I've seen.
Yeah, well, that's part of my stress too, when I come here and I see what a cesspool some of these, people are creating.
It's horrible.
It breaks my heart, Miss Angel. It absolutely breaks my heart. Sometimes I cry at night,
I understand completely. I for a while there, I was running olives, hiring all these new people to come work for me. I'd supply them with a van. Their first day on the job, they were making $60,000. Basically all they had to do was plant seeds. That was it. And not everybody wants to make an honest living. A few of them try to rob me, so
the problem is that
you have to be careful out there.
Criminal life is too tempting when you get away with it. It does make more money, but an honest living means you're not going to have to deal with paying for it later, and by spending your time in the prison, for instance.
Sorry, I just take these off my head. They're hurting my head. Yeah, it brought me away. This is why I don't come to Kabbalah very often. Because of all the shit that happen all the time, there always explosion, gunshot, siren everywhere, and I know that, you guys run off your feet, constantly sometimes, but then I suspect your job will be the kind that either completely dead or completely flat out, no in between, am I right?
No, there's not really. I mean, it's quiet 1 minute and just packed the next minute. So no, you're right. There is no steady middle ground.
Yeah, that's what I suspect it would be like that.
However, I do know now who to come to if I need to get a vehicle moved. Perhaps when I'm too busy to move it myself, for instance, or something. You guys do vehicle movement as well, right?
Yes. We work with repo if a vehicle too large for a helicopter, but we tend to air it. But we do hire contract repo driver if we cannot air it.
Right. No, it wouldn't be something too big. It'd probably be whenever I decide to. Oh, brain fart. Hang on. Ooh, this is a bad one. Oh, there you go. Okay, I got my senses back. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's whenever I decide to drop the money on a house here, we're allowed to buy civilian vehicles, so it'll probably be something like a regular sized car,
Oh, I see. Yes, of course we can do that for you. Yeah.
And I'll be definitely looking for a new Ford Taurus SHO as soon as I purchase a house here. I'm actually thinking about Athera, maybe out closer to the mountains.
I don't, I'm gonna be. This is crazy coming from someone who works in mountain rescue, but I still don't find it. Where is Athera on the what? You got a coordinate for it? Because I can't find it.
It's northeast of airport or northwest of airport.
Oh, you know what? I'm so silly. Yes, I'm sorry. I know Athera. You'll get to drive through there when you do. Well, have you done your interview already?
Me? Yes, I've done my interview.
Okay, so when you pass the interview, because I'm pretty confident you will,
Yay.
You'll get to do your training, and you actually have to drive through there on the MT speed driving test.
Ah, nice.
So, I should have known that place. Hold on,
Oh
sorry.
yeah,
Go ahead. This is David.
our office is actually right next to airport. So when I say Adira, I
Awesome.
actually
Thanks,
mean
guys.
airport.
Appreciate it. I think
Yeah.
we're just about, we're pretty close to wrapped up here, so I'll be available again pretty soon. All right, so yeah, like I said, just if you ever want a day just away, or even just a couple of hours, you're welcome to ride with me.
Thank you, Mr. David. Miss Angel, I thank you for your time, and yeah, you keep up the good work.
You too, sir.
You too, sir.
We know you do.
And like I said, if you ever need anybody to talk to, Mr. Wong, just you let me know. I'll be sure to either meet you here or come out and meet you anywhere you need me to be.
Okay, I will take you up on your offer. But for now, I will let you get back to your work, and I will start taking this medication and see how we go.
Sounds good, my good sir.
Okay.
It was a pleasure being able to listen to you, and hopefully those tablets will help you out.
That's awesome.
If you need anything else, though, just call. We're always here.
Well, likewise, I'm on 32.1. Remember, 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go. That is very easy. Nice.
Thanks again, and we will chat soon.
Absolutely. Take care, sir. You have a great afternoon.
See you later, Mr. Wong.